Good morning, sunshine. Good morning. Yes. Good morning, sunshine. Everyone. Good morning, Max. How are you? Do. Let's just wait till we get here and then. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, come on out, come on in, hang out. Today's going to be a chill day. I'm going to discuss a couple of things. I'm going to get one back on Veteran Nation. I watched his stream last night. Well, this morning. Hi, Jen. Good morning. Yes, I've just woke up. I've just been awake. I've been awake for about 25 minutes, half an hour, and I thought, you know what? Why not enjoy it with everyone else? So you're gonna see what I'm like early in the morning. Oh yeah. So Veteran went live last night, and I missed it. And yeah. Hi Nina. Good morning. Well, no, I woke up with a fucking shitload of me lung tonight this morning. I was coughing out all this shit, but don't worry about it. It's nature just cleaning up. What was I going to say? Yeah, good morning. Midnight, go and get yourself a beer. Instead of a coffee, get yourself a beer. Yes. Anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Spawn Trooper. And today's news forecast is going to be sunny with a little bit of mooning. Oh, sorry. Let me pull my trousers up. Yes. So how's everyone doing this morning? Oh, shit, that coffee's hot. Yeah, so today we're not going to be talking about shit. We're going to interact. You guys are going to talk. I'm going to respond. But I am going to respond to Veteran. He is right. I just can't put up with their fucking voices anymore. And I'm not here to, sit there and listen to them. I've already come to the conclusion that they're full of shit. So, yeah. And sometimes you do need a break from this shit. So I totally 100% agree with them. In a way, I don't, but I do. Because at the end of the day, when you are investigating something, you have to put up with shit like that. And considering that I've investigated them to the bone, and I've done my checks and everything, I don't have to go anywhere near them again. As far as I'm concerned, they can say what they like. They can do what they like. I've done my checks. My interest is to make sure that, Cano's okay, Mike's okay, Squid's okay, Eric's okay. Basically, all the vets are okay. Then I'm okay. If they're struggling, Damazine and decongest. Oh, that's paracetamol. We can use paracetamol for decongestion. Oh no, Zodafet. There you go. Elizabeth going to bed, but you came live. So, well, Nina, take me to bed. Take me to. You know what I mean. Yeah, Zodafet is good, but it's not good for your sleep pattern. And also, he is right about, like, because I got the Stream Deck, I got the 15-button Stream Deck. Yeah, I mean, I need to get hold of Mike. Me and Mike need to go live again together. Come on, guys. There's 6 of you here, and I got 2 thumbs up. Come on, you can do better than that. What isn't? Zodifet isn't good for you. I mean, there's 2 different versions you can get. You can get the non-drowsy one. The non-drowsy one is the better one. God, my voice is really deep today. What the fuck? I don't even have to put it on. Hello, you. Come here. Let me tell you what you've done. Yes. Holy shit. So what do you think of my picture I found? What do you think? What's your opinion about this? Hey? I bashed that like a button. Listen, Jen, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you do in the privacy of your bit. I'd bash that like a button. Why am I worried? Why do I feel scared? I'll be sitting in your living room going, I'm afraid. Oh, yeah. Hi, Vicky. Welcome. Yeah, no, I mean, I thought, it doesn't always have to be about that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it'd be a little bit boring. But at the same time, we can cover stuff, but at the end of the day, it would be boring. And if you rely so much on drama, then, yeah, you definitely need to fucking go and sort yourself out, because negativity is not good for the soul. Ricky is here. Ricky Oldham is here. Ricky is here. Oh, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 0800. And I did my first act, people, today. I did it at Eric, AVA, and Veteran Nation. And I bet you any money they're probably asleep because they're old. And they can't handle it. They're old. They're old, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're old, aren't you? Yes, with the Yorks in it. Do you know what? I'm going to remove this fucking slow mode. David Green, hi. Hang on a minute. Let me remove this slow mode. I'll start putting slow mode on if idiots start fucking coming in. There you go. If idiots start coming in, then I'll put it on slow mode. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. It's 3 a.m. here. I should go to... Dave, are you in the East Coast, yeah? West Coast. No, East Coast, yeah. There you go. A bit better, isn't it? Mate, sleep, you can do that anytime. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. East Coast, Kentucky. Yep. So, what's been happening tonight besides, again, Veteran Nation traveling all over America, causing havoc? Talking about ham radio. Yeah, it was a good stream he had tonight. And have you noticed something? That most of the people who go to Veteran and to AVA or to Eric or to me are all the same people. You know what that means, don't you? You people recognize the goodness and truthful and honest people. Yes. Weekend. Don't need sleep. I'm being retired. I can sleep anytime. Exactly. It's party time, girls. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, my ear infection is getting better. Had a very, very interesting discharge from my ear this morning. I'm not going to mention that. And then as soon as that's starting, then I can hear properly out of my ear now. But I've used drops. I've got some ear drops. So I put them in there just to make it, because I'm going to keep going with them. And then I wake up this morning. I slept just over 5 hours. First time I've slept longer than 2 hours with this ear infection. And then I wake up with shit on my chest and coughing up crap. I need to stop smoking. I'll end up sounding like fucking the miner from the deep, dark deep. There was a cave. In that cave, there was a voice. No one knew who the voice belonged to. But suddenly this thing appeared. And it was the monster from the dark cave. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spawn Trooper Show, where darkness is your friend. Yes. God, that sounds fucking cool. Anyway, yeah, I was actually listening to what Mike was saying about the algorithm about YouTube and shit like that. God, that confused the fuck out of me. And he's right. You need to go out looking at videos. You definitely have to go and look at the videos. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, and YouTube is new for me. I was pushed into this. But I like being here. And the thing is, other people hate it that I'm here. Yeah, and I've noticed a few. Something else. I need to tell Mike this. I need to tell Skipper this. I've noticed that certain people have been deleting or they're unlisting their videos, which is very interesting. And I heard about Tug ripping the shit out of this handwriting expert. And then when I went into Tug's stream, the most cutest thing I've ever heard is him, and he's little and talking. That is most cutest thing I've ever heard. I tell you, Tug's a fucking awesome father. Yeah. Hey, the umbrella guy, if you can hear me, please adopt me. It was a bug. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it was absolutely awesome. So, what are you guys up for the weekend? What are you up to this weekend? I know that like you've had isn't there another fucking tornado coming towards you or hurricane after this Milton one? Isn't there? The little bug is so sweet. Oh, I think it's fantastic. I think when you hear that little and talk, it sort of like breaks down the seriousness and the, you know, right, okay, baby umbrella, right. Yeah, when Bug comes in and you hear Bug talking, I think it diffuses all the negativity and it diffuses all the crap. And it puts a smile on people's face. So I think that's quite cute. And then obviously when I wake up, I thought, you know what, make myself a coffee, go and do my natural thing, and then come back, and I just went, oh right, Tug was live, so I clicked on that, and I listened to a bit, and then basically he covered in more detail what I covered. And next thing you know, Bug comes in and starts talking, and I just sat there for about 10 minutes just listening to it. I was like, oh, how sweet is that? I mean, being a father myself, it's nice to hear the interaction between a father and a son, or father and a daughter, because by that interaction you can tell what type of parent that guy is, and he deserves fucking a 5-star. He deserves a fucking medal. He's a good father. And so is Mike. Mike's a good dad as well. I can assure you that. And so is AV8. Everyone I've met so far who've got kids are fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. Generally nice people. What are you going to do, Nina? I'm going to pile up cruise for a year with 1964 Chevy Corsair with a V8 motor in the front of the car. Okay. Yeah, she probably does. Jen, she probably does. And at the end of the day, she's innocent, so she'll just walk over any time, to be honest with you. And sometimes it is needed. Sometimes you just need that break. You know? No, no, no. Just because you lack the social skills, no, it doesn't make you a bad father, Dave. It doesn't make you a bad father at all. You have to remember there are parents out there who are disabled, maybe physically and psychologically disabled, and they have children, and they are the best parents on this planet. Yeah. No. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you've got social skills or not. The thing is, sometimes you'll even learn off your own children. Every kid's a snacking machine. Jesus Christ, you put a child from the age of 0 up to fucking 16 is just a fucking munching machine. You just fucking put food in front of her. It's like gone. But there's also parents out there who don't deserve to be anywhere near fucking children due to the fact they, we could name one or two. But I'm not going to be negative today. Today it's a positive day. Today it's let's chill out, have a coffee or beer. Yeah. I want to eat ice cream with Bug every time she comes on. You know what Tug should do? He should do it like a segment. He should do the Tug and Bug segment. Where father and daughter segment. So everyone can do, she's eating chips or she's eating ice cream or something like that. Everyone else goes and gets their ice cream or chips. So everyone's doing the same thing. And you just have a chill out moment for 10 minutes. The Tug and Bug break. Intermission. Yeah. One thing I do need to do, though, I need to touch base with Mike or Squib or one of the guys to show me how to basically, because the thing is, I don't use my camera. I am disabled. I did get my first yesterday, but not a big thing. Just do what you are going to do, David. Just decorate the house, clean everything up, be yourself. Don't let it grind you down, dude. One step at a time. There's an old saying that my old man used to tell me. He says, "Don't start to run before you don't know how to crawl, and don't start to walk until you can stand up." And it's just it means like everything you do, be calculated and take one thing at a time. Because if you try to tackle too many things at a time, it'll just get out of control. So just take one step at a time. And disability doesn't mean anything. Some people use it as a weapon. They weaponize that. But ever since I've known you, Dave, you're a nice guy. You're very polite, very interactive. Right. So just don't allow shit like this negative feedback, the denial letters and stuff like that. Don't let that darken your day. Does that make sense? Or can someone else explain that a little bit better than I did? Because I'm more of a yeah. Do you know, I just realized this picture describes me down to the fucking T. I didn't even fucking realize it. Shit. Yeah, but in this picture you can see the guy's face. Mine you won't. Yeah, so try to one step at a time, and also try to get someone to be the mediator for you to because when around this situation, there's a lot of emotions that will kick in, and you don't want emotions to kick in. Yeah, see, this is why you need someone. You need someone to be there to support you, so you can actually then talk to them and explain to them what's going on. Right? You need to have a mediator or someone there to support you, and then it's stuff like that. Yeah, will be easier dealt with. Yeah, yeah. Oh well, there you go, Nina. Keep bugging them and stay on top of it. That's one thing. When it comes to paperwork, bureaucracy, it's like fucking trying to dig through granite. come on, Skipper. I know you're not asleep. What time is it in America right now? What time is it? What time is it in California? What time is it over there right now? Wait a minute. 8 o'clock now. 6 hours. It's 2 a.m. Oh, so it's So it's just after midnight for Skipper. He's probably fucking asleep. He's probably watching a war film. Yeah, bless him. Because I need to mock him. It's been too long for me to not mock him, and to throw back and forth. I missed that. But then again, he's been quite busy, and he drove down to CNA. That was not fair. I missed that. Can't believe I missed that. Excuse me. Just start one, David. One little steps at a time, mate. Little baby steps. If it need to, write it down how you feel. Good morning, Heather. Stand by. String police is here. Yeah, just write down. Just write down how you feel, dude. Oh, has he? I don't really care. I don't want to discuss that guy. Not this morning. Not interested, Max. Not interested in discussing any of them this morning. This morning is coffee time with me. That's what it is. It is coffee time with me. I am not interested in that idiot or any of those idiots until I've had my coffee. Well, until I've had my third coffee. And the thing is, I mean, it's already been proven what's going on. They abuse their position, and the thing is, they continue to abuse it. YouTube will then decide to go, do you know what? You're abusing this, bang. And there's nothing there's nothing on here or anything I say strikeable, to be honest. Yeah. Which I find it I mean, okay, I'm going to very quickly discuss. Right, is everyone anyway? I'm very, very quickly going to explain one thing. If you can sit on your platform and berate, criticize, and talk about another person and make accusations to a level where you're making accusations of harassment, bullying, and stalking and everything else, but you do not show evidence of said allegations, then that makes you a hypocrite. And then when you then go and you falsely copyright strike someone for one reason or the other, because either you don't like what they said, you don't like the fact that they've responded, or you just are a child at heart and your behavior resembles that of a child, then, it's best to not say anything. I know there's a lot of creators on here who are involved in all this. Some of them are very creative. Some of them are very, very creative. I can't speak for myself because, I'm not usually, I don't usually stream on this platform. So I'm new to this platform. And I just think that, like, I saw a couple of comments about Slug, about what he said, and lo and fucking behold, here comes Max and says exactly what Slug was been saying the whole time. But the thing is, when you then turn around and start whining and crying, oh, they're harassing, they're doing this, they're doing that, but you're going and hitting people with false claims, that it's only a matter of time before someone from YouTube gets involved and they go, do you know what, enough's enough. You've made over 20, probably more than 20 false claims. It shows. It does show. Mike can take. We can all take constructive criticism, but when you start lying, when you start abusing the system because of one thing or the other, and unfortunately, you've shown your cards by those screenshots that you sent to Slug. Now, I don't have a problem with that creator. I don't have a problem with Dave. I give as good as I get. And with Dave, I think I've got some sort of, I don't know, it's a really strange thing. He made those 2 double feature music thing. I've done the same thing, and that's it. And I've done other music things. In actual fact, people like that have inspired me, to do research for, for the AI and shit. How to write lyrics and stuff, and it's quite interesting, actually. But Mike hit the nail on the head. When it comes to the 2 fleas, I can't fucking stand their voices. I just can't cope with those fucking voices anymore. I can put up with a lot of shit, but it's like someone's taken a fucking rusty drill. And to be honest with you, I don't have to say any more about these people, because the thing is, everything I've said, right, is 100% factual. And every time they open their mouths now, you'll see the bullshit coming out of it. And there's only one person who can fucking convince you if they're telling the truth or they're lying, and that's you. You guys here, okay? You guys here are the only people who can convince yourselves who's telling the truth and who isn't. And that's it. That's all my goal was, to make sure that you guys were you were protected from the bias bullshit, and that you had the ability and the goal and the ability to wake up, see what's going on, drink your coffee, and go, right, this is bullshittery. There you go. I mean, how many times have you seen me and Skipper, or people like us, fucking, probably a few times right at the get-go, but now hardly. Now we're just carrying on doing our general shit. Hi, DK, by the way. Skipper does his bit, I do my bit. We do our bits. He does his bits, and I do my bits, and we do bits together. We sat down and spoke to Brett the other night, which was fucking awesome. I fucking like Brett. I think Brett's funny. I'd bet any money if we would sit there and have a drink and so, oh my, his fucking sense of humor would be fucking awesome. But yeah. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. And I think Rattus will be okay. Don't forget, they've got history. Rattus and Super Dave have got history. They've had a history. So, which, again, when myself, Secret Squirrel, Rattus, and Mike were on this stream, okay, now there was no threat made. There was no threat made. Not the way I can fucking see it anyway. There wasn't a threat to cause physical harm. It was basically saying, right, okay, you want to play outside the goalposts? Well, let's play outside the goalposts. You know, you made the gentleman's agreement that you would fucking, back off, and leave me alone. And I did the same thing, but you decided to fucking retract that and come, go after me and do this shit. That wasn't a threat. That's basically going, right, fucking game on. You see, I can't understand why people seem not to either understand it, not fucking hear it, but there's no threat. A threat is when someone says something that they're gonna commit. A threat is something that, especially online, is very fucking illegal. I mean, some people have made threats, to dox people, to fucking, I mean, if you're gonna fucking sit online and you're gonna make threats to dox people and shit, excuse me, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna make threats, you're gonna accuse people of stuff like Skipper was. Yeah, people will take offense to that, and they'll say something. They'll stand up for that person, like me. But I didn't make a threat. I made a promise. And that day I said, I'll find out everything about him. And I did. And have you seen anything anything about him out that I've publicized? Nope. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. If Super Dave's gonna fucking copyright strike people falsely, it's already been publicized that he does it. Then let him make his bed. Rattus is going to be able to fucking recover from it, so I don't think there's an issue there. Yeah, and YouTube are going to notice what's going on, because there's a thing about the terms and services and the guidelines and the community rules and guidelines. Right? It's also that you don't abuse the system that's been given to you to protect you, or that is there to support you. And if you abuse it and you use it and abuse it, it can come back to bite you in the ass. That's just all I'm going to say to that. And to be honest with you, wait a minute. Love the Megan tug went over fake Baggett. Well, fake, he's not really fake. He just doesn't have the qualifications. I think to be honest with you, considering that these people who got served by these in regards of using the images and everything else online, right? I'm surprised that hasn't been mentioned multiple times yet. Because the thing is, they can't do anything until everyone has been served. So that could be fucking kicked out. That can be kicked out of Yes, it is DK, but the thing is, right, they're very clever because you can have a conversation about something that other people may not agree on, but you can make it like sound like a conversation, right? And as long as you don't use racial slurs or you don't use religious or discriminated slurs, you know. But at the same time, that happens. I mean, fucking YouTube is full of shit like that. Yeah. I mean, there are content creators who've got 50, 40, 50 million, who are an absolute waste of fucking oxygen. But they've made so much fucking money off this platform. You know, if the content creator makes a lot of money for this platform, then this platform gives them a little bit of But when you've got content creators who are nothing but negative and hate driven, then it's up to the viewer to decide what they want to do. You can dislike it, but at the end of the day, it won't make them go away because there's so many platforms out there now that a content creator can use. Morning, sweetie. My queen has awoken. There's so many content creators out there now who use different platforms, and what they're doing, they're uploading different videos from those platforms to different other platforms. Because some platforms actually copy the terms of service and then even the guidelines and everything else from another fucking platform, and it's quite strange actually, because like on one platform that they'll allow certain stuff, but whereas on another platform they won't. So all you have to do is spend 15 seconds or 15 minutes fucking editing a video, and you're on 3 different platforms. Who's using it? I can't get over how they lie to advertise when they get caught. And then they pull an illness card to be like, what do you mean with illness card, Ozzy? We all know that you're sick in the head, DK. You admit it yourself. You got a big sign. You're not sick in the head. You just have a different type of sense of humor, mate. I mean, there's one thing I will draw the line on. There's one thing I will draw the line. Uh-oh. I think Heather's caught you, Ozzy. I think Heather's caught you. She's got you. But yeah. You just deleted the message. But anyway, yeah. Also, we need to also be very careful what we say here as well, just so you know. Well, we don't need to be careful, freedom of speech, but just think about, here's one thing, what I don't like. I don't like people using physical or mental health as I don't like when they weaponize it. When they come onto a platform and then start weaponizing it. And then start playing the sympathy game or stuff like that. We've all got our problems. Don't come on the platform and then try to get sympathy in it. I don't care if you like me or hate me. It doesn't matter. I'll get over it. There you go. Look, I got over it. The importance is that if you feel that way, then you shouldn't be on the platform. You should take a break, recharge the batteries, get your foot back on straight. I do not tolerate is disrupting my chat. Oh, I'll come in there and disrupt your chat like fucking mad, mate. I'll come in there and I'll go, I am King Henry the 8th, I am. I'm King Henry the 8th, I am. I'm going to sit here, disrupt your chat, and I'm King Henry the 8th, I am. The best way to deal with disruptors chat, DK, is basically I've turned off the slow mode, and the best way to deal with chat is put your slow mode on. If it gets to a point where people are just, because the thing is, what you have to understand, so if you've got 1,000 people in there, your slow mode will only work after a certain while, because if you've got, say, 10,000 and you 10,000 people post, because they're in different parts of the world, different parts of the country, it'll look like they're all fucking typing straight after each other, but it's not. It's just that their message is coming in at that time. And that's why, even if you got slow mode on, it looks like everyone's on a race. Got a spark from YouTube Studio. Can say that again. Sponsored. Got a question. Apart from YouTube, YouTube audio, what other can I use? I don't understand. Oh yeah, you got. Oh right, there you go. DK, you understood your question. I'm so sorry. My brain was all over it. I was reading someone else's message at the time. Nothing, Dave. Nothing, Dave. Where is it? Sandra Maranek. You've been a mental health nurse for over 20 years. It's disrespectful to use mental illness as an excuse. Yes, it is. But at the same time, you need to also remember that some people are on the autism spectrum and they don't realize it. You know, because not everyone goes and has themselves checked. And you know, there's certain like Asperger's, for example. You know, there's certain social keys social hints you don't recognize and stuff like that. You know, but yeah, I think it's despicable when you use mental health as an excuse. Mental health is a serious issue and a serious thing to deal with. OBS Studio is very interesting. The stuff you can do with it. Oh my God. What? What's that?
Oh, the work from Japan, handmade.
Oh, really?
This is handmade.
Oh, signal.
And this is pen, but this is handmade. And this is supposed to be sweets, but I don't want to open it because it's too pretty.
So it's all the way from Japan, is it? Oh, signal. You know, they can hear me talk to you.
I don't want to.
No, I know you don't want to.
So,
Well, is it? Don't you do that? Huh. Do you know what? You know what I find the funniest part is when the person you are living with and married to, and you spend your rest of your life with, is that you value and worship the ground they walk on, but then they go and slap you in the face. Or they put their cold hands on you, don't they? Snatch.
cool.
I said that, like, I worship the ground you walk on, but your hands are so fucking cold sometimes. It's like you deliberately put them in a freezer and you just go, "Oh, darling," and yeah, and you can see the smile on your face tells me that I am hitting the nail on the face. Yes, yeah, walk away, yeah. Don't you wiggle your ass at me, woman. I don't know. Just can't get the staff these days. You know, sometimes I actually look behind me just to make sure she doesn't fucking do a ninja on me. And right now she's in the kitchen laughing. It's true. I do sometimes look behind me just to fucking make sure you're not fucking sneaking up on me. That's not bad conscience. That's fucking that's fucking training. You know, that's all my training kicking in. It's like, yes, watch your 6 as well. You know, because I have to watch my 6 and my fucking 12. So you know. Oh yeah, Nina, married life for me is a bliss. It's fucking awesome. Isn't it, darling? Send help. Oh God, I hope everyone heard that. Come on, guys, 21 people in here and 11 thumbs up. I know you love me, but you should. Yeah, I'm only joking. I'm funny as heck. You should see me when I'm asleep. I'm serious as a fucking nail. Oh, hello, sweetheart. Well, thank you very much for the coffee.
Did you see what I put inside?
What did you put inside? Was it rat poison or?
No, rat poison tastes so bad.
Easy. Talk like I'm live. Go, get back in the kitchen where you belong. Love you. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's the funny part. Also, sworn to it in Australia, people on the spectrum don't come under the Mental Health Act. Yeah, I think over here as well, but some people do. It depends on how, you know, on what level. You know, because obviously in the last 10, 15 years, mental health has suddenly become, you know, the main, you know, instead of actually thinking about people's head injuries or other medical things about why people are in the moods they are, it's all they just label people with mental health, and there you go. I mean, it's just when I went to the doctors for the first time after I retired from the army, they went, "Oh, you're a veteran. Oh, well, okay. If we register you as a vet, you know, we can deal with mental health." And I looked at her and I went, "The only fucking mental health issue I've got right now," and she went, "Yeah, it's you shouting. I'm sitting a foot away from you and you're shouting. I'm not deaf." And she just looked at me and she went, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I went, "Yeah, look, I get it. You need to make sure that people hear you, but the way you're talking right now, people down the road can hear you. So if you're gonna have a conversation with me, talk to me, not at me." Oh, right, okay. And like it was really weird. She'd spend 5 minutes talking and then she'd go back into shouting. I went, "You know what? I think I've gave you all the information." She went, "Yeah," and I just got up and walked out and just left. I cannot stand people shouting. At the end of the day, there's only 2 times you need to shout. One, to save someone's life. I don't. What do you mean? I love to aggravate. What, the wife? Yeah, I love it. I fucking do it all the time. Don't I, darling?
What?
I aggravate you all the time, don't I? I aggravate you all the time. What do you mean, no?
When you're a trained teacher, you put up with another shit.
Oh, now you're bringing the teacher card out, are you? Are you using the teacher card on me now, are you? Hey? You're using it. Oh, right. Okay. So the teachers are the special ops of like cunning.
No cunning. No. Tolerance.
Tolerant. Darling, you should get a job on stage. Yeah. Cleaning it. Sorry, what? Wait a minute. Well, wait. Yes, it's a no. The doctor. I have to do it for a physical exam. You know, I mean, I've been to doctors where the doctor is talking that quietly. I'm like sitting there, and he's talking. I went, is this like an impromptu fucking hearing test, or what do you mean with that? Well, you're talking that low, I can barely hear you. Oh, right, okay. I said, look, And at one point, I turned around and I just walked out. I just went to the head doctor of that surgery, and I said, "Listen, right? Your doctors are just playing fucking jokes on people, right? If you're not going to talk to someone with a normal tone of voice, right, and in a communicative way, right? I'm transferring out of this surgery. And I'm leaving." And he just went, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that," and I just left. I went to a medical center that was ran by both the military and civilian, and I registered there. Oh, and it was good to walk in there and have a sergeant go, "Oh, you!" No, I'm fucking wind your neck in. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, always make sure you look after your health. Always get a check. And if you doubt anything, get a private. Just pay that extra money to get a private examination done by professional doctors, and then at least then you've got the results and everything. So if something does happen, at least then you've got like a pre check. That's what we do anyway. That's how we found out that. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff, medical stuff, but you know, I can cope with that. I can deal with that. Second opinion always helps, and also the online. I don't know if Sandra agrees with it, but also online, you can do psychological tests as well, and these tests are really, really good. Because I didn't, you know, it says in there what medical everything, and I didn't say anything, you know, because I've been diagnosed with PTSD, and I didn't type anything in there. I just kept it normal, and I was like, and I answered. Oh, there was one on OCD. God, there was about 12 of them, and I did every single one, and I passed every single one. I had a couple of like things with empathy. There was a couple of things there, but when it came to PTSD, that I had the mild to medium symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, and I didn't type anything in. So you know, so there is stuff out there you can actually do self-testing on, and it give you an answer. And then the thing is, you can, you know, but unless you go to a professional and get it professionally done, just take it with a pinch of salt. Oh, fucking my wife aggravates me as well. Don't you, darling? You aggravate me as well sometimes. I'm not dragging you into this shit. You are in this shit. Look, you are in me. Wait. Oh, no, I'm not going to repeat that. I'm not going to repeat that. You know. Wait. I should be in you.
I can't be in
No,
you.
no. That's that.
Look, I'm
Don't you point that thing at me? That's pointy, and that's got. Don't no. Don't. Yeah. Yeah. You can tell it's too early in the morning. Yeah. Will you be coming? Will I be coming? Hang on a minute, I need to catch up here. Hi from Saskatchewan, Canada. Spawn Triple, love your videos. Well, and thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Saskatchewan. Yeah, anyway. Will you be coming into the live on Monday around 3 p.m. UK time on Skipper's Live? No, not unless he invites me. You know, I just don't fucking turn up. If he invites me to his live, then I go on his live. You know, I don't dictate what, you know. Even though I probably might turn up uninvited. Oh God, why my nose is blocked again. Excuse me. Yeah, no. Sorry, yeah, no. But here's another thing. Going back to streaming, if you want to stream, all right, and you want to, you know, I don't know, you want a basic setup, then here's what I would suggest. Go on Elgato, right, and do what Mike said, or get yourself the 15 button Elgato Stream Deck, right, the Mark II. Go on Amazon and look up for Vine, right? That's for Vine, right? Microphones with an arm, an extendable arm. That's the one I'm using right now, right? And they are really, really good. And a plug and play, yeah. And then sign up to Elgato. Sign up to the both. There's two sites, one for your buttons and everything, and a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of stuff there that's free, and some of it, is cost a couple of bucks because obviously people creating that. All right, they're the two important tools, and a decent computer. A decent computer that can sort of like handle, and then you start looking for the programs, and all you have to do is research. But, right, okay, wait, listen, guys, we're coming up to an hour, and like I said, it was just a good morning with coffee and that. So if you got any questions, this is the time to ask questions. Like you know, I always do a Q&A, right, in my streams just before I end. So go ahead and something else I want to say. Okay, now one thing I can assure you of, I consider Veteran Nation, I consider Mike or Skipper a very good friend. All right. However, he speaks for himself and I speak for myself when it comes to our streams. However, if I'm invited onto his and one day I can invite him onto mine, okay, it's like mi casa, si casa. So, no, is it mi casa, su casa, or is it mi casa, si casa? What is it, darling? Is it mi casa, su casa? It's mi casa, su casa. Right, okay. So, yeah, just bear with me a sec. I'll find it for you. Please hold. I will find it for you. Where are you? There you go. Like that. Of course I can. It's the least I can do. There you go. Right. So there's Veteran Nation's link. So go ahead and go and give him a. If you're not subscribed to him, go and subscribe to him. Right. He runs a 501c3 charity for veterans. He does a lot for veterans. He's a former Marine. So, well, part-time squib, whatever you want to call him. All right. And he's bald, by the way. And has a goatee. Oh, I'm going to regret saying that. Anyway, Veteran Nation is very, 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 very nice. He's a good person. Okay. But he knows his shit. He knows his shit. So if you take negativity towards him, he will, like me, destroy you. And we've got thick skin, so. And he's very, and hi Lisa, how you doing? And he's very gifted as well. Yeah, so it's always good to have friends like him, right? And but yesterday was the perfect example of what type of person he is. He drives an hour out of town to go and meet up with another vet, which I would have probably done the same thing as well. It doesn't, DK, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're not all on be all. They're just little fucking specks in your mind. I wouldn't worry about them. No, don't worry about them. To be honest, today's not about them. Oh shit, yes he is. He's going to the Trump rally. Yes, he is. I forgot all about that. Fuck. Yes. Veteran Nation may be going live later on tonight. He is going to the Trump rally today, so I don't think he'll be live for the first part of the day, but I think he'll be going live in the evening, I believe. So please, if he goes live, go and show him some love. Go get in there and support him. The more people in there, and give him thumbs up as well. Just basically bombard him with thumbs up and everything. Well, he's late, isn't he? He's late for a coffee in the morning. No excuses. Should have been up right now. Should have been up with me having a coffee, but no. He wants his beauty sleep. Yeah, DK, put your link in, dude. Put your link into your stream. Oh, you can't, can you? Fuck. Right, now I need to find you now. Why don't, wait a minute, wait, why don't I have you? What's your stream? What's yours called again? I don't know why. I know I subscribed to you. Right, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Yep. Copy. Please hold. Your call's important to me. Paste. Look. There you go. That's the one I want. Hopefully this is the right one. Yeah, I mean, the thing, what was I going to say? You know, I mean, you have to, just so you know, like I said this from the get-go, from the beginning, that this account or this YouTube account is not going to be for all this negative, shit. It's for gaming. So, but the thing is, I've met a lot of people who got just come to chill out, to hear my voice, But so one thing I can say is that at some point I am going to start finding videos. I'm going to download them and then I'm going to upload them. I'm going to carry on doing some AI stuff, and yeah, and I'm going to try to learn a little bit more about sort of editing, video editing, because at the moment my videos are generic. They're just the same, and I want to use different stuff. And as you've noticed in some of the videos, I've been adding stuff, taking stuff, putting different stuff in. But I like to keep to one thing. Like the beginning of my videos and the end of my videos will never change. Oh, right. There's still no excuse, Nina. No excuses. So yeah, that's not going to change. And then also, there's going to be other things that are going to change as well. Like as a veteran, right? Like I am gonna once in a while I am gonna make a thing, like a little sort of like beacon light for veterans or for guys from the British or the American or Canadian armed forces, that they know where to go. They can go to veteran nation. I mean, he deals with the British, the American side of it, but on the British, there's enough charities over here to fill bloody box. There's a lot of fake charities out there as well. If you to anyone in the United Kingdom, if you walk through a shopping centre and you see all these, support, sponsorship for veterans, the only ones you need to give any donations to is the British Legion. Other than that, none of them should be getting anything because they're all fake. All right. So if you see the Royal British Legion out there, then feel free to donate. But anyone else, no, because they're all fake. And that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest. I don't know about in the States, but over here in the UK, that's a big issue at the moment. That's a big issue, a very big issue. You can do stuff online as well. You can go to SAFA, you can go to the Benevolent Fund, you can go to the British Legion. You know, help the heroes. You don't need to really donate to them because they've got billions of pounds now. You know, and so I don't like that. Yeah, but if you guys have, you want to talk to someone, especially if you're from here, from the UK, you got SAFA. You can phone SAFA up, which can be, the number can be found on Google. You just have to put in SAFA, and they'll find it. Or talk to your welfare officer, or go to your chief clerk and ask them for the phone number for SAFA. And 99% of the time, they're not supposed to ask you why you need a number for SAFA. Your welfare officer as well, or you go to your padre, and they will give you the number for SAFA. And they do not have the right to ask you why you're asking for that number, right? And if they do ask you, just turn around and say soldier's business. They cannot ask you for that, why you want to, what you need that number for. People are inquisitive. They will say, "Oh, what do you need that for?" Doesn't matter. All right, okay. Can I have it, please? Yeah. Your welfare officer in your units or your padre are also good points of contact. But if you don't trust your welfare officer because he's a dick or she's a dick, then go to your padre. Your padre has the responsibility of confidentiality. Go and speak to your padre. People have a habit of going, "What did you go and talk to your padre for? None of your business." And then if they give you attitude, then turn around to them and say, "Right, okay." And then under section 22 of the Armed Forces Act, I'm going to put a service complaint in against you, sir. Oh, what's that for? Ill treatment of a subordinate. Okay, that's as simple as that. In the old days, you used to go around the block and deal with it that way, but these days you have to be, yeah. Combat Stress is a very good organization. Okay, if you contact Combat Stress, they're quite good. All right, and at the end of the day, if they can't help you in certain aspects, they'll pass you on. They'll give you information. Right. The British Legion are turning more into a social club instead of actually being there for. I mean, I went to a British Legion place, and I was surprised that they didn't ask me for a membership fee. British Legion is supposed to be a free environment for anyone who served or is serving in the armed forces here in Great Britain to walk in and just, But yeah, so. And if you are struggling, maybe psychologically, physically, or emotionally at work, or you're being bullied at work, or there's certain things at work, that you can put a service complaint in, and you can't be punished for that. You can go for your chain of command. All right. Best thing is, if you're a private or you're a lance jack, is always go straight to your platoon sergeant or your squadron, your colour sergeant or your staff sergeant, and then go through them. And they need to take it serious. And if they fail to do that, then you go straight to your welfare officer. All right. There are ways of sorting things out. All right. And remember, never bottle anything up, because it can affect your life. It can affect your marriage, your family life, your work life, everything. So try to communicate. Never, ever bottle anything up, especially alone. Right. Yeah. And also to decompress, find yourself a hobby. Fishing, anything where you can decompress. I play games. I play online games to decompress, or I spend times with friends. I've got a certain group of friends, 3 or 4 friends I've met through all this negativity, and I enjoy their company every time I'm with them. One of them was funny because I call her the cat lady, but the other one, bless her cotton socks. And then you got Skipper, and then you got a couple of other people. Hey Jen, how you doing? Welcome. You always turn up late. Why? Explain to me. Explain yourself. Tell me why. But yeah, but the thing is, when I go live, don't expect all the time that I'm going to be talking about this shit, because I'm not. Yeah. Plus, I like Mike hit the nail on the head. I cannot stand the voices of the fleas, and to be honest with you, I don't have to listen and watch them anymore, because I've already come to the conclusion that they're full of shit. And yeah. And the thing is, my involvement in this is more fact finding, looking for information, research, and even Deuce Fluffles Bubbles fucking mention it about doing, digging. And I'm not digging dirt up. If you think that your life and your past and everything else that you've done that's on the internet is dirt, then I will find it. Just saying. And I have. Oh shit, have I found a lot of shit on people. That's why I can't put shit out there. That's why I don't give it fucking large lips. There's a lot of shit that I could put out there that would fucking make this whole situation fucking go. America is still sleeping while the normal people are. Yeah. Anyone who's awake in America right now want to be awake, because all the fun is going on right now. Yeah. It's quite funny. You got people in America who are in the past, who are still in the past. You got people here in Europe and everywhere in on the West who are in the present. And then you got people, like Australia and that, who are in the future. Do you know what we could fucking do if you like a day before the lottery? So, the fucking lottery numbers are this, and this. Right, brilliant. Fucking get the lottery numbers. Can you imagine that? That'd be funny as fuck. But Jacksonville, Pickled, how did it go with you guys? Because you guys got hit, didn't you, from that tornado, from that hurricane, didn't you? So how did it go down there? Hi Pickled, missed lots of the fun. Signed up different links. Listen to Sport Troopers 5. Yeah, she doesn't talk a lot when I'm live. She avoids talking. She doesn't like being on the public domain, which I don't blame her, and I'm not going to force her to either. But yeah, good. That's good to know. So everything's fine. Yeah. The Twilight Zone, with sight and sound where man has not experienced. Today we are going into a realm where only man can think of a dream. And this dream is in a place called the Twilight Zone. I need to get the wording for that. Yeah. Right. Anyway, so what we're going to do now, like I did try to earlier on, we're going to do some Q&A, some questions and answers. So let's try to use the correct format. All right. Think about what you want to ask. All right, because at the end, I don't want to stay on too long because I've got things to do today, and obviously I've got my second coffee now, so I'm awake. So, question. Go ahead. I await your questions. I love that saying. I know more than I say, think more than I speak, and notice more than you realize. God, that's me down to a fucking T. Yes, they are, Lucas. DK Lucas, yes, they are. But the thing is, at the same time, the more you talk about them, yeah, yeah, wait a minute. Or the tell Mrs. Trooper, tell her what. Oh, darling, they say hello, wife. No, I said wife, not God.
What's happening?
I said they say hello.
Oh, hello, everybody. I'm a little bit busy in the kitchen.
Did you hear that? There you go. I'm not saying anything to my wife again because she just went, "Oh my God," and then she came out and growled. So, yeah, enough said. Yeah, she is sweet. But it doesn't stop you guys from sitting back and listening to my voice on that TV. Yeah. I should try to do that voice for a whole stream and see how many people lose the plot. The thing is, here's the thing: when those guys don't stream, there's a reason. There's a reason. One, they listen to people like us. They even though they don't, they listen. And when we turn around and say, well, if they don't stream, it's like reverse psychology with them idiots. It's quite funny because like Michael mentioned something, or I'll mention something, or something like that, and then and then like a live stream or two later, suddenly they're bringing up exactly the same thing. It's you can literally set your watch to them. But there's an old saying: the less, the better. You're watching on your TV. Warning: this is an emergency broadcast. Stand by for further information. If you are watching this from a TV, please stand up and do the jig. Now you can sit back down. This was an emergency broadcast. Wait, what? 3 other channels? What the yeah, anyway, right, so come on guys, question. Right, let's do this question and answer because I'm gonna be calling it a day in a minute. I told my husband about you. He said he was jealous until I told him he was married. That won't stop me. Yeah. I'm joking. Oh, that's too fucking funny. Oh my god. Tell Jen, tell your husband not to get his panties in the fucking twist. You should tell him he should be happy because after listening to my voice, it's like, me need man. Yeah, man, yes. It'd be like a fucking scene from a caveman. It's like, you started me like voice. Well, Jen, your fella sitting next to you right now laughing. How fucking dare you laugh at me, you fucking... Go on, put the Barbie out. Put another shrimp on it. What's your favourite colour, Blue? Oh, shit. I bet he's sitting there going, I wish I was him. I wish I was him. And I say with his chain on my wrist. Yeah. Hey, Jen's fella, just look at that window. Just imagine escaping through it. It's black and blue. He said it's black and blue. I bet it is. He's like, get off your milk and drink your horse. Yeah. Shit. I bet, you know what? I can just imagine all the complaints I get from husbands. What the fuck are you doing to my wives? Why are they fucking being like this? Well, it depends. If you just turn the TV up and sit back and let me help you with your top. Let me take your jacket. Let me remove your shoes. Yeah, put your feet on my lap. Let me rub your feet. How's that? Does that feel good? Oh, yeah. I'm doing a fucking ASMR voice. Fucking, shit. Barry White. Oh, shit. I'm like, yeah, right. I can just imagine Mike sitting there going, what the fuck have I let myself into? Yeah, shit. Do you know, it's funny enough, I've actually wrote off to a couple of couple of record labels, and I'm still waiting for them to come back so I can use their music. You know, just on like certain streams I do. And I hope I get a yes from one because it does have Barry White and all that in it. But it apparently takes a long time, and then I've even got my lawyer involved as well. You know, because there's only a certain amount of your music you can use. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who they somehow got around the copyright thing about using people's music and that. And I think if the music's older than 25 years as well. Oh, Jen, I'm always going to laugh. I'm always going to be laugh. The only time the only time I'm not laughing is when I have to, you know, get the news out. I need to get the information out. And that's the only time I'm serious. Well, even then I'm still fucking around, but like, you know, so basically everything I've covered so far, I have to, you know, you have to have a seriousness to it. Oh, I do as well. You know, and then once all this is over, the court case is done and everything's over, I don't think it's going to be over when it's over. I think it's going to carry on. I think there's going to be it's funny enough, someone asked me the other day in life, you know, what I think is going to happen at the end, and I gave them my opinion. Sorry, I gave them my opinion. But there's one thing that I forgot to mention is the fallout from all this. Is the genuine fallout. I know it's going to be taking a lot of pressure off the Hales and other people like Deanna, Therese, and Brett and everyone else. It's going to take a lot of pressure off there. It's going to remove that negative pressure off them. So that means they can start living their lives again. It may take a lot of pressure off people in Otter Creek as well. And Otter Creek will then start to be able to function the way they're supposed to. But I think there's going to be a severe fallout from all this. A lot of people who were involved, who thought they were going to get something out of it, are now suddenly not getting something out of it. Like the Sharas, like the Marlas, like the Joys, like the, you know, all these other people who jumped on the bandwagon, you know, and all the haters in the groups and stuff. They're going to learn very quickly what type of fallout I'm talking about. And they're not going to like it. And that's one thing they don't think about. Because the thing is, with this shit that's been going on this long, oh really? He's been suspended 4 to 5 times since passing the bar? Oh fuck. Yeah, I already knew about that. Actual facts, quite a few more times actually, but yeah. Um, yeah, so that's one thing people need to look out for, is the fallout. Now, I can tell you one thing for a fact: people like me, Skipper, other people, we're not even bothered. We're just going to move on. We're just going to carry on doing what we're doing. We're going to carry on talking, about different shit. We're going to, sometimes I'll jump on his, once I sort my shit out, he jumps on mine. We are. I know this is new, but we are going to be doing podcasts at some point. That needs to be set up in a way, and then do some podcasts. That's going to be fun. Where basically different platforms are going to be involved, and everyone's going to be then on the same thing, and you're going to see people, and then you're not. So you'll hear their voices, but you won't see them, and then you'll. So yeah, I believe that there'll be a start of something much bigger than. What I do think will happen, regardless of what will happen in this court case, we already know what the outcome is going to be. Like I said, Jeremy's not going to win all of them, but I'll tell you one thing: he's going to walk away the winner. Levy County are going to get the shit thrown at them, and I've got a funny feeling somewhere down the line the Supreme Court are going to get involved, because the CPS, the police, the basically everyone on the federal side, government side, that are supposed to do their job didn't do their job, and that includes the judge. And I think there's going to be a lot of changes, because I think there's going to be fallout on that side as well, because the sheriff's department or the police, they should have done something about this way earlier. They should have done something way earlier than this. But when you get people who fail to follow the cease and desist, and they continue their behavior, and there's a pattern of their behavior, like the MO, there's a pattern of it, right? Why didn't the CPS deal with that the way they were supposed to? Now it's got to a point of no return. Now that this thing has gone to federal court and it's now so publicized, all it takes is people to contact newspapers or news channels. Yeah, some will cover it, some won't. Like Channel 20, you contact them and say, hey, look, this has now got really out of control. I think you should do some digging. Yeah. For vets and others, as you'll check. I mean, my channel grew. The reason my channel's growing is because fucking I turned around and I said, I don't care. I don't care about the subscribers and shit like that. And then Ratters just went, really? Yeah. And now I'm obligated. I'm obligated to like go live and put videos up for you guys. But like I said from the get-go, right? I'm a gamer. So I will be putting games up. But if I do go live, when I do go live, my lives are going to be personal. They're going to be directed. I'm going to be talking to you as a friend. I'm going to be, yeah. Right. I'm going to be talking to you as a person. I'm not going to go, oh, yeah, right. He did. Yeah. He posted on his, go on, he said, go and help this guy out. Like he doesn't want it, but go and help him out. And then within 24 hours, it was like, I was like, shit. So now I'm obligated, and I don't go live to get sympathy or anything else. I put what I need to put out, and then that's it. Yeah, there you go. And that's why I also put the Q&A in as well, because I think that having a Q&A time where you guys can ask me questions gives you the ability to actually put your voice across, you know what I mean, to be heard. And I think that's a good thing as well. And I'm very close to 500. I'm very close to the 500. I'm 170 away from hitting 500. Fucking hell, that's going to be a milestone. That Jesus Christ, that's going to be a milestone. And I'll tell you right now, I am so thankful for everyone. I am so thankful to every single person who's subscribed and who gives me a thumbs up and who Yes, I've got people who gives me thumbs down, right? And I don't mind that, because at the end of the day, that's their opinion, and everyone's got a right to dislike what I say, you know. But I've met so many nice people through this. I've met so many nice. I mean, when funny enough, when I go live and I don't see certain names come in here, you know, like like Tim, for example, or Jen, or Roy, or like Luke, like DK, like Yoda and Uncle Frank, all these people I recognize. You know what I mean? You know. I don't really mind, Lisa. The thing is, when someone look, it's like if you have an opinion. Say, for example, you don't agree. Say I say something right now, yeah, and you don't agree on it. Okay, every single mod I've got here, besides one, is a veteran. All right, and I say to him, I said, look, if someone comes in trolls, it gets to a point, get rid of them. But if you have an opinion and I don't agree with your opinion, that's a me problem. I need to deal with that, right? But if you've got an opinion that's constructive, I will look at that opinion. I go, do you know what? Lisa? I respect your opinion. I don't agree with it, but I respect your opinion, and thank you very much for your feedback. And then I'll just carry on talking, and we'll continue to discuss it. Now, you can't stop that, but when you get people saying things, or trolling, or trying to stir up discontent, or subterfuge, or they're trying to cause problems, that's where I go, do you know what? If you want my respect, you need to grow up. You need to act as an adult. Jumping into people's live streams trying to make yourself center of attention, no, it's not going to happen. And we all know who these people are. And I would rather have Heather, Mike, AVA, Eric jump in here and give me shit for 2 hours than put up with people who've got nothing better to do than Yes, and time zones as well. Time zones as well. I mean, right now in Australia, it's what time is it over there now? It's nighttime, isn't it? Yes, you can, Sandra. You can disagree, but you can be respectful. There's nothing that stops you from being respectful. I mean, if I don't agree with you, that's a you problem, because if I don't agree with you, then that means, like, I think that what you're saying is wrong. And if I've got facts to point the fact that you're wrong, I will show you that fact, or I'll discuss it. But I'm not going to get into a tit for tat and all that shit. I'll just go, look, if you don't like it, leave. And if people go, well, I'm not going to leave, I'm going to fucking sit here and carry on. No, you're not. Because I'll just go, Heather, seek, and that'll be it. It'll be game over. Or if I go, and I can tell you one thing, at the moment, Heather's the only mod here at the moment, I believe. The biggest problem you're going to have is when the vets are here. When you see AVA, or you see Skipper, or you see Eric in here, they will not hesitate. Put it this way, it'll be an eye blink, a blink of an eye, bang, gone, done. Because I trust them. I trust them with my life. So, and that's why I am the way I am. And that's why I always have, when people come in here, right? It's like family. It's like an extended family. Like, you got Ozzy in Australia, you got Sandra in the States, you got, I mean, you got people from in Arizona. I mean, everyone's from everywhere around the world, and it's free. You can literally sit in here and talk and communicate with people around the world. Go figure. Oh, you're on the East Coast, are you, Jen? Right. But my love and respect for all of you is not going to change. Excuse me. They have to change that now. They have to change that from Queensland to Kingsland now, don't they? I'm surprised no one said, oh, yeah. I'm surprised no one fucking turned around and said, oh, Skipper mentioned you. Yeah, of course he can. And he was right. He hit the fucking nail on the head. That's why I like the guy. But yeah, if you want to stream in that Elgato Stream Deck, good shit. Good piece of kit to have. Don't give the government any ideas. Right, so now we are definitely going into Q&A time, guys. Right, so I'm now going to make it official. It is now the Q. Oh shit. Let's see if we can get this done right first time. There you go. Well, all right. First question. Fucking hell, that was a big one. Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. What are your thoughts on whether or not or Bubbles will actually ever show up in Florida for the federal court cases, or will he call out for being an idiot? He will turn up. He has to. He has to, because he's part of the legal team. But the thing is, he's not the lead lawyer on it. I think Stark is, or one or two. I'm not sure. I need to find that one out. But one thing I do know is that if Jeremy's legal team, or whoever has contacted the bar and also sent in all the evidence of his conduct and behavior, which is multiple live stream videos, multiple posts, multiple fucking responses on Facebook, and everything else in there, I think on a, like when I said that day when I read that comment about his where he basically committed career suicide by posting what he posted about Socket and about Silverman, that's definitely going to bite him in the ass. That's going to come back to bite him in the ass. And I don't think he cares, because if he cares about his professional standing, he wouldn't be behaving the way he's behaving. Only recently he started getting very quiet, and he only responds here and there. And I think the reason being is because he's maybe realized that, oh shit, yeah, I have been, but it's too late, too little, too late. Any news on the Eric Scooter situation? As far as I'm concerned, it's still ongoing. So if you guys are willing to help, or a company, or you can do research out there and get companies to support him, or get someone to help him, that would be appreciated, because he definitely needs that to get around. And it's only fair to put that out there. So if you want to help, or you want to do some research and find out if there's companies willing to say, hey, look, the guy's a vet, he's struggling, this and this and this, and then get some help out there. All right, because it would be nice to actually hear Eric be relaxed and actually decompress, because he yeah. All right, Jen. Good night, sweetheart. Have a beautiful night, and remember, turning over once is just. Good night, sweetheart. Sleep well. Anyway, so all right. So yeah, I mean, when you see Eric, ask him for the link to support him, and Veteran will do the same thing. So if you want to help him out, then please help him out. Yes, there's a lot of people out there who need support, but Eric needs support. He definitely needs that help. Right. Any more questions? I think, yeah, I think, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But one thing I find it very interesting is that Stark only recently paid his bar committee bill, so that means he was allowed to, everything was refreshed. So that means he's in good standing and that he can practice law in Florida. But here's the thing: this is the question that people need to ask. The whole time when he ran out, his bar whatever ran out, right, and all these motions with his name on went into court. Now we're talking about Florida court here, and as far as I can remember, it said that he could not practice law in Florida. And then when he paid everything, or he paid his outstanding due, he was then allowed to practice law in Florida. So before that, what's the legal problems there? So that's one question that needs to be asked. Right. So if he was suspended for a week, so why has he put a signature? Why has he got his name on two documents that have been put in? Yeah. Bubbles paid for him to cover his own ass. So that should be the next question to be asked. If you put all this puzzle together, you'll see what I'm talking about. I think he is suspended after that. Unfortunately, I think there's more to come with these two idiots. Anyway, next question. Next question, please. Next question. Don't make me do a skipper on you where I just go click and look at that. You see my bar. Ooh. So let's go for the next question. Well, the weather in the UK is slightly cloudy. It's gonna be not warm, but it's going to be cloudy today. And due to the fact that we're an island, we will at some point have rain. And from what the weather forecasts have been saying, apparently we're going to have a fucking fun high winds on the coast. Ireland's going to get it. Wales is going to get it. So the West Coast are going to get it. Apparently, we'll see. If you hear me hang gliding outside, you'll know. Fucking hell, cough, sneeze, fart. What's next? Right, next question. Next question, please. Next question. Thank you. I know there's a bit of lag. Thank you. Could blow you all the way to Oz. Very funny, Sandra. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Do you want to see what it's like? Do you want to see what it's like when Bruce goes up against me and Skipper? Let me show you what it's like when he wants to go against us. That's what it's like. Yeah, Skipper's at the back. I'm the one in the sort of yellow, and there's Bruce, Mr. Bruce, Mr. Bubbles and his ship. That's what's going to happen. Yes, that's the type of thought process. That's the way we are. See, there you go, Slug. Never put anything on your screens that you don't want people to see. Right, question. What type of coffee do you like best, and what tobacco do you smoke? Right, coffee, it depends. The coffee I drink at the moment, which is my favorite, is Carte Noir. Right, it's Card Black or Card Night. It is quite a nice coffee. It's got a nice blend to it. I do like the Peruvian. I do like Colombian, and I do like filter coffee as well. Tobacco I smoke, or what I do smoke Golden Virginia. In the old days when I was younger, I used to smoke drum. But Golden Virginia, I smoke Golden Virginia now. Because drum used to be the tobacco, used to be the cheap tobacco. Right? Drum used to be one of those tobaccos where in a tobacco factory, anything that's on the ground or, in the filters or anything, they just take it out, chip it up, and then they put it in. And also drum was quite good to smoke in pipes. Doing anything for fun this weekend? I'm going to be doing some cleaning up. I'm going to be working on my motorbike. I probably might even record that and film that. And do some work on my motorbike. And I don't know yet. That's another thing I'm thinking of doing, is doing like journals or like video journals on a motorbike. How to, service it yourself and stuff like that. When it comes to mechanical or structural, I usually allow a proper professional mechanic to touch that because you've got a warranty and everything. What fun stuff are you and the wife doing for this weekend? We're going to be doing some stuff. I mean, like we're doing a quick spring clean, in regards of like just cleaning the house up a little bit. I'm going to be doing a garage and then just general stuff. And then I'm going to take my computer and clean it because it needs a deep clean. Other than that, yeah. Twice. When the Phantom Menace came out, I already had I already was able to watch it before it came out in the cinemas because I got a friend who works in the film industry. So I was already able to see most of them before they even came out in the cinema. Which was actually quite lucky actually, because once in a while they used our camp a couple of times to film some stuff, and basically became friends with a guy and I think it was his wife at the time, a girlfriend at the time, who's now his wife, and some of the production guys and the first AD, and yeah. And so if like when a new film comes out, he usually phones me up and says, "Oh, do you want to come down to the studios and watch it? I'm going to do a proof, what they call it, a proof watch or something." So what they do, they'll watch the whole fucking thing when it's been complete with special effects, CGI and everything else, and then they'll proof watch it. And I go, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I drive down to the studios and go and watch it. So I already watched it quite a few times before that. So, yeah. But the thing is, the original Star Wars, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, they're the original ones for me. Everything else is just a bonus. I have the screener to the new Plankton movie. Yeah, I'll do some research on that. But yeah, I mean, like once I get the funds together and I get my flight control systems, I'm going to set up like a stream thing. Oh, SpongeBob. Oh God, I don't know what that. Yeah. And then I'm going to set things up, and then basically, because I got like an advisor, financial advisor, and everything else, that's part of it as well. And I've teamed up with another guy, a co-host, who's going to be co-host once in a while. And at some point, I'm going to be sitting down with Skipper about playing a couple of games with, online with him. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of new stuff happening in the next few months, but not right now. But when it does start, you're going to enjoy it. Because sometimes sometimes I'll do streams for 5-6 hours, um, you know, and they're fucking long streams. And it's because obviously, when this is one thing people get bored with is like when they have to sit there and watch someone play a game for 5-6 hours. But what you don't realize is that when you're playing that game, you get so involved in that game. Yeah, we stood in line for. Let me tell you a little thing about Empire Strikes Back. When the New Hope came out in 1977, it was a Christmas matinee, a premiere, and basically we just came back from, I'm not going to say where in the world, but we just came back, and we were absolutely freezing. And my old man turned around and said, "Right, fuck it, let's go to the cinema." Okay then. And basically on the way there, we had 3 foot of snow, probably a little bit higher. The snowbanks were about 12 foot. And I'm walking past the snowbank, and my dad pushes me in the snowbank. And I then dug my way through, and all you can hear is my dad go, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm here." And you went, "Where?" And people were laughing. Everyone, even my dad was laughing. And I ended up digging myself out of the snowbank and then on a complete different side. And he just fucking, yeah, I remember that. And then we went to watch The New Hope. And within minutes of seeing Darth Vader, I was an Imperial. How many other channels do I watch, and which is when you're not doing your own channel? I watch quite a few. I watch Demolition Ranch. I watch Matt Garrica. I watch The Umbrella Guy, Megan Fox. Not that Megan Fox, but this Megan Fox. Oh, fucking hell. Let me have a look. Yeah, Squid, Eric, Life Uncontained, Good Simple Living, Angry Vet, Mr. Beast, Heavy D Sparks, Demolition Ranch, Madam Mayor, George Jenko, Creative Expressions, Holden Bros, Combat Group, Mill to Vet, Impulsive, Police, Junior Style, Mr. Alex Tex, Overlands, there's Proper DIY, Kentucky Ballistics. I watch a lot. I watch a lot. Well, we made my dad stand there. Wait, what? Yeah, it's funny you actually say that. There's one I'm subscribed to, and I was in their Discord, and I got kicked off their Discord. It's because I didn't agree with what they was doing, what they were saying, and I just realized that I was still subscribed to the guy. But I'm not that. I don't care, So it's one of those things. I prefer, like, I am a type of person, if I like their video and I think their video or the what I'm watching is educational and it can help me in the future, I usually save it to my playlist. Most of my playlist is private. The only one I do keep public is the music, because yeah. Yeah, so if they cut, yeah, Life Unchained, bless them. I think they've had their 3rd child now, and such a lovely couple. I mean, such a lovely couple. They built their own home with using containers, and I watched them from the day they've done that. They started that till now, and watching them progress, watching him learn everything and do everything himself, it just shows you nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it. And they're a good-looking couple, and yeah, sometimes you have your bad days, sometimes you have a good day. Excuse me. And yeah, it's just one of those things, really. But anyway, guys, now that the Q&A is over, because no one's asked me, that's all the questions you've got. Oh, wait a minute. How many other channels? Oh, no, that's all right, Nina. Yeah. You have always sent me fantastic music to listen to. Yeah, the thing is, because you were traveling, and because you and your husband, you and your fellow were traveling. Sometimes when you're driving, you want to listen. Excuse me. You want to listen to music that's relaxing, but at the same time keeps you awake. And also sometimes music just to decompress. And that's why I sent it, because I think you deserve to have that type of music around you when all this negativity sometimes needs a bit of positivity, and there you go. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sending you that music. I mean, it probably pissed other people off, but I didn't care. As long as I keep you and your fella happy. Country music and a little bit of R&B in it. And I think it's important to have some good music when you're traveling. But anyway, guys, I know it's not a long one today. How can I put this? I want you to remember always positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. And we don't need to always talk about the negativity. Because, to be honest with you, I've done what I needed to do. And I can still do what I need to do to put people in their place. But to be honest with you, I think they've self-imploded, to be honest. And we saw that by certain people's videos and certain people's topics of conversation. And in regards of Rattus, I think he will be able to survive. Vicky, God bless you and have a good night. And remember, a smile a day keeps the weirdos away. Yeah. But I must admit to you, there's a lot of people in this whole situation. When they fell out the stupid tree, they hit every branch on the way down. And then, yeah, it's a shame, really, because like a lot of people got promoted to branch managers that day when they fell out of that tree. But there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can say. And yeah, Mike hit the nail on the head. I cannot stand their voices. I just no. And I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I don't have to watch people anymore because, to be honest with you, everything that needed to be said has been said. And just going on and on and on about it is a waste of time. All right. So I love you lots. God bless you. And if you know people who have suffered from the storms, please pay it forward. Go and help someone. If you see a homeless person, give them $1 or just say, "Hey, are you hungry?" And they go, "Yeah." Go and get them a little bit of food and that, right? And just spread that love, guys. Spread that positiveness, yeah. Right, because at the end of the day, it doesn't cost you anything to smile and be supportive towards someone, just because they're struggling, right? But anyway, guys, take care. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, hugs and all that, and remember, right? If there's more positive in the world, there's less negative. Right? And remember, keep smiling, just like Heather said. There's a guy on YouTube, actually. What's his name? Hang on a minute. 1 second. Let me think of his name. What's his name? Atwood. Aaron Atwood, or Atwood, his name. Roman Atwood. There you go. Roman Atwood. All right. Now, that guy is funny as fuck, and he is inspirational. Smile more. That's what he says. All right. So I'm going to take a page out of his. Smile more, guys. All right. At the end of the day, God and the court and God will decide what happens with the situation. But don't forget that small child. That small child should always be remembered. HG needs to be remembered, and she needs a safer environment. She needs to be a child. Right, I don't know. I bid you all adieu. Have a good night, good morning, and as Skipper does, yeet.